Hello junkies, my name is Bob, and today we are doing a retro review of the 2016 112 Collective Mezco Toyz Frankenstein. That is correct. This is the 112 Mezco Toyz Frankenstein that is in the likeness of Boris Karloff. It is officially licensed Universal Studios product, and it is an exclusive. It is a previews exclusive Boris Karloff. Now, why is this one different than the regular release? This Frankenstein is green. So I thought I had gotten this as a gift from my wife, and I thought instead of just me opening it and enjoying it, I thought I would record that for the first time for all of you. So I have not taken it out of the box. I have looked at it per se, but I have not opened it or articulated it in any way. So let's get to it, shall we? Now, there is a plastic seal over here, as you can see. I'll move my fingers. You can move it. There's a nice little plastic thing. I have this on another release. I have the Frank Miller Batman The Dark Knight, and I've left it on there. It kind of helps keep the dust off. But it's a nice little slide cover. This is something you will always want to hold on to, junkies. Keep this for posterity's sake. Now, the nice thing about 112s is they all come with this. Well, the majority of them that I have anyway, I can't say I have every one, is that they have a magnet attached cover, which is right here. So you can see it'll automatically go right back into place. This is a nice window box that opens up. We have a little piece of plastic right here. We'll keep that. And we have a nice little window box to see the figures if we never take it out, if it stays in this case, or if you're selling them. You know, this is a fantastic way to say, yeah, there it is. I can see it. It's amazing. So, as you can see, we do have Karloff over here on the side. We have several scenes from the film. One of my all-time favorites. Now, this version we have alternate hands, we have a chain, and we have an alternate face. We do have a nice stand here. We'll get to all of this, of course, and then we have him here. Now, initially, when this first came out, I was amazed by this. I thought this was going to be the coolest thing ever. Mezco was going to have it. And then I saw the price, and this was about $80. It surprised me at the time. That was the original. I'm not sure how much the exclusive is. Excuse me, how much the exclusive was, but I definitely wanted one, and they were gone. They went very quickly. So I decided that years later I'd put this kind of on my wish list, and then my wife was lucky enough to find one and get me one for my birthday. So let's slide old Frank out here. Again, amazing box. Now, it's interesting that this one is a previews exclusive, yet the box is the normal size. So if you have alternate exclusives that are from Comic-Con, that are from exclusive to Mezco only, previews exclusive. There's several exclusives out there. Sometimes the boxes are a little bit different, but the style is all pretty much the same, and you have a nice frame here that says, oh, it's Frankenstein. That's which one I have. But definitely, this is not something that you're going to throw the box out for. You're definitely going to keep this box. The resale value of these is incredible. It all depends on who it is, how much more money you can make, or what you're willing to trade for people. So, what I've noticed, this is, I believe, the third or fourth one that I've opened, we have several things here in the back. And this is a great way that Mezco has maximized the space, collectability, and really just giving us everything encased inside here. Now, one little, and we're going to get to the main figure here in a second, but one thing that I love is they've added this, and I've gotten it with every figure, is that they have a seal-tight bag that enables you to put all of these things in here, all of your accessories. It's funny because I think if you were a big-time collector, you would never get rid of it, but there are some that have, I believe we have a Deadpool that has, it feels like hundreds, but it's not. It feels like there are so many accessories you could lose them. And then, of course, we do have a posing arm, which is here. This has never been opened. Twists, it enables us to hold the character in a variety of poses if we feel so that we need it. Now, there is a stand in here, which is great. We'll get to that in a second. But that was in the backside of this, which is what is really amazing, that they've added this extra layer to hide things. I mean, you didn't even see that on the front. They're maximizing the amount of space that they have. So let's pull, I don't think there's anything else underneath this one. Nope, there isn't. So we'll pull the top one off here. And this will enable us to get to Frank in no time. So, which is easier said than done. Here we go. Oh, and he fell out. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a mess, but no worries, and we will get to Frank in a second. A little uneven here. There we go. All right, you know what? We'll put Frank back in here, and we'll put the pieces back in, and we'll pretend like it never happened. But you're watching, and I'm not going to edit or back it up, so we'll just pretend it never happened. So here we go. We have Frank in the case. Again, wow, it is amazing. We'll get rid of the top layer of the plastic coffin, as I call it, and we'll just pop him right out here so we can look at him in his glory. So let's get, oh, wow, that's very intricate and delicate pieces. So let's do a close-up here on Frank so you can see him a little bit better. Trying to keep the light so we can see him. He's a very dark figure. So as you can see here, the likeness of Karloff is amazing. Look at the ridges here. Pull these little plastic bags. They're just wrapped. They're just pieces that are wrapped around the hands. I guess that's to keep them. So we'll hold these up. So look at these intricate. We have scars from the stitches. We have the metal rods here holding this together. Amazing. Look at this. It's almost like a, if you could call it a skin tone, being that it's green, it feels like a skin tone. And we have fingernails here. Wow. So the head's a little loose. There we go. But then, this is something that I would never have noticed before or even bothered to. But we have boots here, and we do have this green-colored skin that goes all the way up. So they colored him all the way through. And you can even see it's like you can see where the stitches of the boot would have been if it was a real boot. So we had one where we had the Joker and we peeled back his pants and saw that he actually had Batman socks on. So I thought that was pretty neat. So I'll always do that now on a Mezco 112. So we do have his knees do bend, but this is very much like the Michael Myers. Like, you're not going to do, like, Frank isn't the most, action villain of all time or monster. You can't even call him a villain. So as you look, and there we have him. So just trying to keep him close and let the light really just bounce here so you guys can get a very good look at him. But he's an amazing 112. Now, I will say I did look up what he would cost after the fact, which is, kind of horrible considering I did get him as a gift. But I have found him for anywhere from about $75 to $100, and which is really good. But I recommend trying to buy him in the off-season. And I say off-season, and I mean the Halloween season. Don't buy him at Halloween. That's when he goes through the roof and everybody wants him. As you can see, oh, wow, we have little pockets here. At least it's the appearance of pockets in the coat. And then we also have the jacket, the sleeves don't go all the way down so that it looks longer. And then he has a shirt on underneath. So he's got a full outfit here. So we're going to change the look of him here a little bit. Change the faces and stuff, because that's the great part about the 112 line, is that we can change them around. There goes the hands. So we'll do the hands first. So these are more the grabby hands, as you can see. And again, we have the rods. It looks like you can see here in the palm, you can see just how much detail. It really looks like a real hand. And we'll bring the other one in over here. So you can see this. Look at that. Look at those fingernails. It's amazing. It's great detail. And then we have a chain here. So as you can see this. We have a chain. So that came right out, and we do have a ball joint here for his arm. See? We do have a ball joint right there. I'll just pop this on. Look at that. You're your own Dr. Frankenstein, adding to the character. You got to make sure that you don't get the arm inside the joint, which is what I just did. Let me just pop that on. This one off here. I guess we're making, if you think about it, we're making Angry Frank. Or the angry creature, so to speak. Turn this around here. And then The only thing I'll notice is that this is a little loose. This head, I mean, he instantly kind of spun around. See, look. See? The only thing. But this is what happens when you buy older toys. They've never been out of the box. You could have got a factory defect. You'd never know. You can't really send it back. Let's do the close-up on the other face here. So, as you can see, fantastic angry Frank. And then we do have the rods here in the neck. What an amazing figure. So, oh, wow. I know they did. I don't think they made. I'm pretty sure they did not make a Bela Lugosi, and I'm really glad that I do have. We'll call him the Herman Munster Green, because he is an amazing looking figure. As you can see, I'm trying to zoom in on him here a little bit. So let's put the chains on him. Oh, the chains actually have. They actually have a joint in the plastic, so you can do this. And you got them on there, and then you can put the arms down, bring them in, and then do this. Oh wow, this just adds to it. Now there is the neat thing about this set is that they did make an archway for him to walk into, so you can technically give him that extra little bit of craziness to him. We'll just put on one here. So there's the bend in the joint, so it's... You just want to growl when you hold him. So he's a really top-notch figure, especially considering how old he is. I mean, he's 3 years old now, and Mezco really has outdone themselves with a lot of their figures in the last couple of years, and this is one of the original. So that's what's so incredible about this figure. Let's see if we can adjust the camera here a little bit. But he is fantastic. So let's get we got the Please Don't Eat Me. And then let's remove this. And then there's another layer of plastic here that protects the electrodes. So we put this here. Now he does have 2 pegs on his boots. So we do have that. So you can put them in either one. There he is. He is amazing. So you do have a docile Frankenstein monster. Let's put him in here. You do have a docile Frankenstein monster, and then you do have some very similar, just more docile hands. So let's remove the chain here, and I always think that this is one of the best things you can do, because you, in a review, you may not have what I'm holding in my hand, but for a point of reference, you may have a figure already that I have. So let's say you already have the Batman. So what does a Batman The Dark Knight 112 look like next to Frank? And there you go. This was my first 112. And he's been on display for quite some time now. So there's an idea. Frank is a lot taller. Bruce Wayne is a lot bulkier. He came with a lot more accessories, but, I mean, this is a universal monster. He is gorgeous. Just look at the detail in his mouth. So it is an amazing figure. So a bit of a retro review there for you junkies. Again, he comes with a stand. He comes with chains, extra hands. This is a fantastic figure. As I said, I recommend getting one. Definitely you want to get him in the off season. So after Halloween is past, maybe the market isn't on the hunt for him as much anymore. I have seen them at toy shows. A lot of the toy dealers that deal in 112s, they usually have really good deals because they're trying to move product for new stuff. So I do recommend picking him up. Again, junkies, this was a retro review of the Frankenstein 112. Thank you for tuning in, and good luck with all your toy hunts.